Hi my friends, and welcome to Yoga with Irmi. Today we do yoga for migraines, headaches and eye strain. So if you have any of those issues, follow along and feel better afterwards. We're gonna be in the seated position, so either in the easy pose on the floor. You can do this also part of it in a chair. If you need some cushioning for your knees, help yourself with some pillows, support your knees, or take a blanket and make a little edge in the back to sit more comfortably. Let's just take a breath to start out by bringing the arms out and up. Take a big stretch. On the inhale, hands touch. And on the exhale, we float down. Let the hands rest on your knees. Take a moment. Deep breath just to settle in. Let the shoulders relax. Let the belly drop forward. And just come into a more calm and soothing space now. We're gonna do exercises for the eyes, migraine and headaches. So everything that's happening up here, a lot of times when we have a lot of computer work, the eyes get strained. It leads to headaches and migraines. So a really neat way to release the head is by rolling the eyes. We're gonna do a movement for the eyes. So just look straight forward, nice and soft, though we don't want to stare, just softly gaze. And then imagine a clock with all the numbers on it from 1 to 12. And imagine you're looking up to 12 o'clock. And really stretch the eyes up, like make an effort to stretch. All the way up to 12 and then down to 6. And 12. And 6. And 12. And 6, and come back to center. Now close the eyes for a moment and take a breath. And open the eyes and look to 3 o'clock. Really stretch the eyes. The head is not moving, the body is not moving, only the eyes. And over to 9. And 3. And 9, and 3, and 9, back to center. Close the eyes for a moment, take a breath. Let the eyes relax, let them sink a little bit deeper into the eye sockets. Now we go back to up to 1 o'clock. Imagine looking at 1 at the clock. Stretching up and over and then down to 7. 1 and 7 and 1 and 7 and close the eyes. Take a breath and feel the body relaxing. Though even we do simple small movement with the eyes, the breath starts to invigorate because we're releasing tension out of the eye muscles. Let's go up to 11 now. Stretch it up and over and then down to 5. And 1. And 5. And 1. And 5. And back to center. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a breath. And let's look to 2. Open the eyes, stretch up and over, and down to 8 and over. 2, and 8, and 2, and 8, and back to center. Take a breath. And let's look to 10. Keep the head steady. Stretch the eyes to 10 and then over and down to 4. And 10. and 4 and 10 and 4. Back to center. Take a breath. And let's go back to 12. Stretch it up. And this time we're going to roll to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close the eyes, take a breath. And again, look up to 12. And we go the other way. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. And close the eyes. Take a breath. Feel how the eyes start to soften. You might become aware of them a little bit more because we are invigorating the muscles around the eyes, the eyeballs. And I want to show you one more movement. We go back to 12 and we're going to draw a figure 8. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, and then over to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, over to 9, 10, 11, 12, and close the eyes. Take a breath. Really feel the relief. So the whole forehead around the eyes, it starts to loosen up. And it shows just moving simple, small muscles around the eyeballs, how much relaxation it brings in the forehead around the eyes. And it really can help alleviate headaches and migraines. So that is a simple eye movement. You can repeat it as much as you want to, of course. I want to show you one more thing that's really nice to do for headaches. So for this, if you're in a chair, you have to come out of the chair and onto the floor. And we're going to come onto the hands and knees. And then you come onto your forearms and let the top of the head come onto the floor. And if that's too hard, you can take a pillow or roll up a blanket. I show you maybe a blanket is a good idea here. And then bring your head down so that softens everything a little bit. And then just simply roll the head towards the back of the head and then roll forward towards your forehead again. And let's do this a couple of times. And that also stretches the neck here. And just massaging the top of the head feels really good when you have a headache. It also brings a lot of blood into the skull, into the brain, and helping to nourish that area with oxygen. Now I feel a little bit more like I want to have a harder surface, so I'm going to take the blanket away and just roll on the top here and really feel the skull, feel the bone. And you can do this again as long as you want, and just massage your head, especially towards the forehead. And a good way to come out of it, just sit back and bring the arms forward and let the forehead come down into the child's pose. And this is a great way to relax now, to let the head relax, your shoulders and arms, and sink into the floor, letting everything go, releasing tension and stress, and relax. And you can stay here as long as you like. Just take your time. I say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time, and namaste.